welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen and today I have a review for you guys. Today I'm going to be reviewing a Drugstore foundation. It's been a while since I've reviewed a Drugstore foundation and I was super excited to purchase this one. This is the Covergirl Outlast Stay Luminous Natural Glow Foundation and I have mine in 810. I am currently wearing it today. When I saw this foundation I was super excited because I love the Covergirl 3-in-1. However, it is quite matte, or at least a satin finish. It's not a luminous finish like you guys know that I love. And so when I saw this, I was super excited. I had to try it and I've worn it a few times and I think it's okay. I don't think it's amazing and there are reasons for that. So first off, what we're gonna do is I'm going to intro you guys into a demo of me putting on the foundation. So I obviously have some breakouts going on. The wedding is totally stressing me out. It's just part of life. I am going to be using the Stay Luminous foundation, which is new by Covergirl. I got the shade 810, which is a fairly good match for me. It's a little pink, but it's not too pink that you can really notice when it's on my skin. I have tried it with brushes before, but I find that I like it the best with a sponge. This is a really old Real Technique sponge. It has like stains on it like crazy, but I really like using this. I feel like with the with brushes it doesn't apply the same. It's not as flawless of a coverage. So what I do, the formula is very similar to the actual just normal 3-in-1. I just get one pump and I did moisturize my face and I just kind of spread that around. So I'm just gonna take my sponge and just distribute that around my face. As you can tell, I do have some breakouts, so we'll see how well this covers. Alright, so there it is for one pump. As you can see, it helped clear a lot of the redness throughout here. It didn't cover my blemish very well, but as for evening out the skin tone, it's an okay coverage. I do want fuller coverage, so I am going to take another pump and then dab it in with a sponge. And here is the coverage with two pumps all over the face. I feel like it's an okay coverage. It's not super full coverage, but it does cover enough of my blemishes. It takes away all the redness in my skin. I didn't put it under my eyes, but as you can tell, it did an okay job concealing the redness on the breakout that I have. I do notice that it does cling to some dry patches even though it's a luminous foundation. However, after it wears a little bit longer, those kind of go away and it's not nearly as noticeable as when it's first applied. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face and I will be getting back to you guys in a minute. Alright, so I finished with my eye makeup. I wanted to show you guys what it looked like now that it has set. As you can tell, it's not super luminous. It's just like a normal foundation. I don't know if you can tell, but it's starting to gather around my dry patches like I mentioned earlier, but that's okay. You know, it is what it is. I'm going to take some of my Laura Geller brightening foundation or brightening powder. I like this one when I use more luminous foundations because it doesn't make me super matte, but it helps set any foundation that I have. So there's the foundation. I'm going to add some cheek products, probably put on a little bit of highlighter because I still want it to be a little bit more glowy, and I'll be right back. And here is my completed face with powder, bronzer, highlighter, and everything. Yes, I did have to put on highlighter even though this is a luminous foundation. What? Those of you who've been around a while for my channel, you guys know that I love dewy, luminous skin, and that might be because I have incredibly dry skin, especially around my nose area. I don't know why. I just like the luminous look. I'm not really a matte girl. The only time I ever wear a matte face is when I am doing pictures, and even then I still like to add highlighter. I don't know. I just like being dewy or glistening, but not working out glistening because I hate working out. One thing I can say that I really do like about this foundation is that it's a good color match for me. It's a little bit on the pink end, but it's not too pink that it ends up turning gray on my skin. It looks really nice. I feel like it doesn't have any foundation lines. It also does not oxidize on me, which is really, really nice. I don't have that problem with the 3-in-1 either. So that's something that I think is really great in this line. However, I don't feel like there is enough coverage for the amount of product that you are using. So I had to use 2 pumps, and on the first pump I didn't really feel, I felt like it was more like BB cream coverage. If this was a BB cream, I would expect that. But because it's an actual foundation, I would imagine that I would want at least a little bit of a heavier coverage. And so I felt like I had to use a lot of product in order to get just a medium coverage. It does wear well. The longer it wears, the more it kind of seeps into your skin, which sounds really bad, but I mean that it looks good. It almost, it enhances your skin as the day goes on longer, which I don't find a lot of foundations do. However, you still don't get that full flawless coverage unless you're like loading tons of products on your face, which I know a lot of people don't want to have to do, especially if you are looking for a luminous foundation. I know a lot of people are going to be asking about how it compares to the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. I honestly love this foundation. This is probably one of my favorite drugstore foundations. I love this for everyday use. I love it because it gives me a nice coverage but keeps me looking glowy and fresh skinned. So this has, I feel that this has more coverage than this one does here. And this one is still a bit more matte or satin finish than this one is. So if you really want that dewy, healthy, glowy skin like JLo look, you're going to want to go for this one. Overall, if I was choosing between these two, hands down I would pick this one. The only thing that that this one beats out is that this one is a little bit closer to my shade, in the sense that I have N1, N2 in the Lumi, and it's still a bit dark for me. I think this is an okay foundation. Would I repurchase it? No. In fact, I probably know that I'm not going to reach for it. I've worn it 3 times and I haven't been wowed with the results or how long it lasts or anything. It does last longer than the Lumi, but I will always reach for my Lumi over this one. I think if you have combo oily skin, you will like this more than you will like the Lumi, because it is not as glowy, as dewy, so it's going to hold up better any oils that generate throughout the day. But for me, as a dry skin girl, I would still always reach for my. When it comes to comparison of just the Outlast Stay Fabulous, just the regular kind, and the Outlast Stay Luminous, I would still reach for this one more. Even though this one is more matte, I feel like I get much better coverage for the amount of product that I use. I feel like it looks better on the skin as it wears, and it lasts longer than this one, in my opinion. So I would definitely still reach for this one over this one. Again, this one just didn't really do it for me. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. If you've tried this foundation, leave your thoughts down below, and if you want to try it, go out and try it. What else can I say? Go ahead and give this thumbs up if you like this review. If you have any other questions, go ahead and feel free to leave them down below. I love your faces. Please stay safe, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!
With any oils that come on your face. That sounds bad. One thing I can say that I really like about this foundation is that my room is a disaster, and it's because we are getting ready for the wedding, and it's coming up quickly, and I'm so excited and so ready, and it's just cray.